Hello and welcome to the first season of Meet Women with Passion. Today I'm so excited because today we are going to talk about fitness. There are several types of food diets out there, and to me personally, I sometimes think that does the food diet have to be that complicated? Today we are going to meet fitness freak girl Bela Soni. She is a Zumba queen. And just recently, she got yoga training certificate as well. Before she got into the shape, she was at 200 pounds. Are you excited to know how she lost 90 pounds? So let's welcome Dr. Bela Soni. Hi Bela, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you, Bhavna?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today, Bela. So Bela, tell us about yourself.
Sure, but before I do that, I want to take this moment and say that how incredible work you are doing to support the women, inspire them, encourage them, empower them all around the world. I'm watching all this series of interviews and I'm looking forward to watching more and getting so much learning out of it. I'm just so excited to be part of this. So thank you so much for making this happen and doing all these things, wonderful things that you are doing. So coming back to about myself, I'm a mom and I think that's just the best thing ever for me, like many moms. But for me, it has been a difficult fertility kind of journey to motherhood. So I really am feeling truly blessed to be a mom today of a little girl. I grew up in India and I did my engineering in India, bachelor's in environmental engineering, and I came to the US to do my master's and PhD in computational engineering. It was about 15-20 years ago, so it's been a long time. And then I joined the university and I was working as a senior research scientist there, doing the research, teaching engineering students, mentoring the master's students, going to conferences, doing the presentations, all these fun things, and it was so much fun. But then my journey took a turn. I became a mom, and during that time I was in hospital for a couple of weeks after delivering my baby because of my critical condition, and I was extremely heavy too because of the complications that I had during the pregnancy. So then I had to it was like a wake-up call. I had to take care of myself, my baby, and my health. I needed to lose about 90 pounds because I was about 200 pounds at that time. So it was,
wow.
It was a crazy journey. And then I got more into holistic lifestyle, more into fitness, more into yoga, Zumba, all these activities, and I'm just learning so much every day and doing all this and enjoying with my little girl.
Wow, that's nice to hear. So Bela, I'm really interested in your fitness journey. Have you always been fitness conscious?
Yes, actually I have always been into fitness activities. I love doing group gym classes, swimming and all this fun stuff. I really enjoy playing outdoors and all these things. But there was a time when I was like I was saying about my motherhood journey. There was 3 to 4 years of time that I was even scared to walk fast because I thought I might lose my baby. So it was very difficult time, and during those times I was really like disconnected with any fitness activities. And then after the motherhood, I mean after being mom, I needed to lose all that weight, so get back onto all the fun things that I used to enjoy in the fitness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's amazing, you know, and losing 90 pounds is something that is not that easy, and I can totally understand that, you know, what it takes to, you know, achieve that kind of goal, and especially like, you know, when you have like too many things going around. And so I'm really proud of you that, you know, you got in a better shape, like with your determination and all that. So that's very nice, and I hope many other people out there get inspired through your journey.
Thank you so much.
So how do you become a yoga or Zumba or any kind of fitness instructor?
So for different fitness activities, different classes, there are different certifications. And for example, for Zumba, the way it worked out for me, that I initially used to go to Zumba classes, you know, after baby, and I was like so big, I could not like, and so out of shape that I was bumping into people, and it was just so funny. But I kept going because I enjoyed it so much. It was so much fun. And people started seeing that, so they started complimenting me. They were like, Bela, you're so full of energy, or we love your smile, or we love to watch you dance. And I was like, yeah, I enjoy this so much, then why not get something and share it with everyone, all my friends and family members. So that's how I got inspired to get into Zumba. And for Zumba instructor, actually there is a training that you can do for like 1 day training, and you get you become an instructor.
Wow,
it is in
1 day?
Yeah, it's pretty intense, like morning to evening you are like dancing and sweating and all these things. But you can do it if you like. The way I was doing Zumba for like 2 years or something, and then I got into training, so it was like not so difficult. But yeah, it's just 1 day training and you can get.
Wow, that's nice to know. Yeah, okay. So Bela, in your opinion, what skills does a fitness instructor need?
So in my opinion, skills are good, but they are not, they are something you can develop. So first you need to find out what you're passionate about, what you're interested in. If you love something, you love sharing it with somebody, and you enjoy it, you have fun, then skills, you can refine your skills and learn it. But yeah, you should have inclination towards it before you do that. That's my take on it.
Right. So recently you also got the yoga instructor certificate, right? And so how do you go around, you know, getting that certificate?
Okay, so yoga is whole different ball game than Zumba. And my connection with yoga is also completely different. Growing up in India, we are, you know, exposed to yoga, and we have been practicing. I see your awesome videos, yoga videos. I love watching them. So we are like, it's part of our, yeah, it's part of our culture. So we have been doing it and we are into it. So I always wanted to become yoga instructor 1 day. And you know, in 2020, the not funny thing, it was not a great year, but one good thing that happened, that all this training became available online. And that was a huge thing, because otherwise you have to go somewhere, you have to invest a lot of time there, and it's a long process. So being able to do it from home made it very easy. Easy means accessible for me. Having a baby is just so convenient, and you can do it at your own time. So there are many different there are so many, actually there are so many that it's hard to pick one. But I was able to find something that I really liked, because it was with the instructor in India. So they were like collaborating with Americans and Indians, and they came up with this new, it's called Yoga Move, the website, and I'll share the information about that.
So that's nice.
And, yeah, and it's very affordable too. And I the best thing I found that I was learning from teachers from Rishikesh in India. So I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I mean, I don't intend to become a yoga instructor, but for myself even, I feel that though I have been practicing for years now, sometimes I feel that I think I should sharpen my skills again, instead of like enjoying as like that moment, like centering yourself is very important, right? And so over the period of time, I have gone into like kind of a mode where sometimes I just take it as like a workout, and I think I want to go back to my center. And so I feel that I just for myself I want to take that yoga training. So yeah, I would really love to learn from you actually, because you have already got your certificate, so that will be something amazing to learn from you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you would love it, because it's not only about asanas. Asana is only 8th part of 8 limbs of yoga. There is Ashtanga yoga, it means 8 parts of yoga, and there is yama, niyama, meditation. There is dharana, sadhana. I mean, there is so much in it that it's amazing. You would love it. I can see you enjoying it so much. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you teach any fitness classes, or one has to be certified for each training?
In my opinion, it all depends on what gym you are working for, if they require you, and different gyms require different kind of certifications. So for Zumba and yoga is pretty standard, that Yoga Alliance and Zumba.com. But for other kind of fitness things, I think some may not even require anything. If you have experience, if you're good, they might even consider you if you are passionate about it. So it's all depends on who is hiring you. But yeah, for things like Zumba and yoga, you probably most likely need it. Unless you are like huge big yogi already, then you don't need that.
Right, yeah. Then they may go by your experience maybe, or expertise, sometimes. But yeah, I personally think that it is always better to get trained from those who have been doing it successfully. So I think it is important whether the gym required you to have a certificate or not. But I think I personally believe that it kind of gets that kind of confidence, and you earn that kind of trust from the people who you are going to teach. And I think so, yeah, that sounds great. So Yoga Alliance is the organization, I think, where and there are like schools, that comes under that Yoga Alliance. But that's the organization basically from where people get certificate, I think, right?
Yes, that's true. And you can register yourself there and get into that networking and all these things.
Right, I see. Okay, and so for Zumba is Zumba.com, I think, right? Yeah. So Bela, my next question is, what are your fitness goals?
My fitness goal is very simple. I want to enjoy this life in the joyful, the best way possible. Even I'm sweeping the floor, I want to be doing it happily without feeling like that, I don't want to feel tired all the time, or I don't want to be lazy. That's my fitness goal. And I think with all these things that we do, all these amazing activities, they do put you in that zone that you are happy doing all these things. And to me, it's all about balancing physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. It all, I think, comes into play in synergetically, and they work together to make just life better. So that's my goal for fitness. But if you want to say that physical fitness kind of goal, I want to swim one day. Like, really nice. I love swimming. I'm not very good at it, but I want to be able to swim. And that would be so fun. Also, handstand. Headstand, I can do. Handstand, I cannot. And that would be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, swimming is on my bucket list as well, actually. Like I have been traveling in many countries, and I realized that my trips would have been more funful if I knew how to swim. In some countries, like you can do like a snorkeling. I mean, we in Florida we already have many beaches and all that where we can do snorkeling and all that, and actually so many other water activities that we have around here in Florida. And so I always feel that I really want to learn swimming, and whenever I see somebody swimming, I feel so jealous.
Same here. I love it. I love that feeling of water. Water takes actually all your stress and all your weight away. It's just such a beautiful feeling to be in water.
Yes. So Bela, do you have any tips or advice for other who are just starting to become a fitness coach?
I would just say pick something that you absolutely love. You feel like I have to do this, you should have that enthusiasm, and then everything will fall in place and you will figure out a way to do things and way to get hired on whatever that is. But you have to find something that you just love it, and you want to watch other people enjoying it, and that's the best thing ever, I think I would say, and everything else will just happen.
Right, yeah, I agree with that. I would like to ask you, Bela, what is your favorite moment when practicing yoga or Zumba?
Zumba is like all the time because I'm smiling, but jumping is whenever I jump with the joy, I feel so happy from inside. Because like I said before that, there were 3-4 years in my life that I could not even walk fast because I was scared to lose my baby. So when I'm able to now jump, I'm going for it. I'm going all in, and I'm just putting all my 100% in it. So I love that kind of very highly energetic choreography of Zumba. I just absolutely love that. So that's my best moment. But in yoga, it's more of the quiet moments that I'm feeling very good about. Or getting into some pose and holding it for some time. That is yin yoga, where you go into the pose and hold it for a couple of minutes. And that is the best feeling because it's like getting kind of massaging your entire body. It's beautiful. I love that.
Yep, that's okay, yeah, so I feel that too. Like I have few moments when I practice yoga, like chakrasana is one of my favorite. Also like elbow stand. I'm not able to do like a proper headstand and stuff like that yet without wall. So lately I have been taking my husband's help to keep me in that position, and but most of the time I use wall, but I just want to get away from wall now. I want to do it without any kind of support. I want to get my core engaged and just want to learn that balance, because I feel that I think if I get into that balance, I will become like, I don't know, I can already feel the amazing feeling that okay, I'm on my own without support and stuff like that. So yes, so yeah, I'm sure that that moment is something that everyone should actually experience, regardless of they can do headstand or not. But I think there are a few other ways to get on your headstand position, using other supports, and so that's kind of amazing moment. I love that moment. And so my next question is, Bela, what kind of diet do you follow? What is your daily meal consist of?
So I'm a vegetarian from birth. As growing up in India, that's part of the culture. So being a vegetarian really helps me to stay balanced and eat right. I'm vegan most of the times. I do not drink milk, but I do eat cheese sometimes, here and there, or yogurt sometimes, but mostly I'm vegan, and I do not drink black tea or coffee or any kind of caffeinated drinks or any kind of energy drinks or anything like that. So I'm already very sattvic in that sense, so I don't have to work too hard to develop good habits because I naturally love fruits, love vegetables. So I get up in the morning, take a glass of warm water with lemon and my essential oils and all this stuff, and then I make myself a smoothie or juice, either one of those. It depends on what I'm in mood for. So one meal, my breakfast is so good that then I'm not worried about other part of the day. But one rule that I follow is that I finish my eating at night before sunset. I always try to do that. It's not very strict rule because if you're outside you cannot control that, but at home I try to do at least that, and that gives you and according to Ayurveda, actually your digestive system works based on the sun. So at night time it's very like your digestive fire is almost gone, so you should not eat. So I try to follow that and it really helps.
That's nice. I mean, something new to know that. I mean, I have been so much into it too. Like I avoid eating after like 7 o'clock. So normally we take dinner about 6 o'clock, and after that I try not to eat anything after that. There are some days when I crave for something, you know, because after all it's some days. So what I normally do, I try to avoid going around the kitchen, you know, like so, you know, because if you go around there, someone is eating, or my boys are eating, somebody is having something, and so that kind of, you know, makes you go for something, you know, for yourself as well. And so that's why I just avoid entirely going in that area. I know. Yeah.
I want to just bump in here and say something. I want to know, how do you manage cooking all these delicious dishes and not eating them? I mean, I'm not around those dishes, so I'm okay. But you being around them, how do you do that?
I mean, yeah, I have to cook for 6 people. I mean, we are a family of 6, right? And so age difference is there as well. Like I have my 2 teen boys, I have 2 seniors, and 2 adults, like I and my husband. So it's kind of, I have to think about other people as well. I can't just think about myself. So I mean, of course, whatever food I cook and whatever food I show on my channel, we are a family. We are as a family consuming it. I mean, we are not just throwing, okay, well, made it, just throw it. No, that's not how it works, you know. I am always showing the food that I am going to, you know, eat, and so I just shoot video while I prepare my food for my family. And if someone has, you know, has been following me for years, they know that I don't make too many sweet dishes. I don't make stuff like just to show like all those colorful, like you know, with the additives and these and that. And like most of the time I am sharing the recipes that are family friendly, that are really actually eatable, you know. Sometimes when I watch videos over the internet, you know, showing something, and when they start adding all kinds of food colors, you know, all kinds of additives, all kinds of sugars and stuff like that, I am like, how do they eat this kind of food, you know? Looking at just that, it doesn't even, you know, like invite me to eat something. You know, I like kind of simple food, and so most of the time I prepare those, you know, like that kind of simple meal that is like kind of very satisfying. I don't even follow any diet. So I have been following the diet that, you know, I was taught from my ancestors, like, okay, well, we eat most of the time vegetables, fruits, grains, you know, and most of the time I grew up eating most of the food from my own backyard, you know, like my mother would you know, grow all the vegetables during any like depending on the season, you know, we had different vegetables and stuff like that. My father is a farmer, so we used to grow like grains, even, you know, rice and some other grains. So I grew up eating all those, and I personally feel that I don't want to change until I really face any kind of health issues. And so far, thank God, no issues at all. And so the diets out there, they don't really impress me, you know, like because of the fact that I heard from many friends that, okay, well, those diets work until you are following. the day you stop following those diet, you are, you know, back to that point where you started, right? And so I'm like, you know what, my diet is permanent, you know, I am not, you know, my body is not drastically changing, and you know, like this diet really helps. So yeah, basically just a very simple diet, vegetarian. I mean, I was also born and grew up in a strictly vegetarian family. I was raised in strictly vegetarian family, so you know, even today I don't feel like trying something different. Of course I do try different vegetarian stuff. I mean, because now we are in a country where it is not always possible to have you know, the food that you want. I still grow a few things in my garden, you know, as much as I can. But then we are relying on, you know, the food from outside. Of course, not processed. I always buy raw ingredients most of the time, and I cook my own food. So yeah, I mean,
love that.
Yeah. So those kind of food, the food that I cook, it's not going to make me, you know, gain weight and stuff like that. So though I cook a lot, though I eat a lot, my body is not like you know, growing big. So it's just about like eating mindfully, and you know, you should have that portion control, and you know, just stop when your body says, okay, enough is enough. Whether you like that food so much, you know, you have to control that, you know, portion. So I'm already hungry today already. My stomach is growling, right? I'm talking about yeah, so that's what my thing is. So you know, it's easy to, you know, maintain. Like, it's been years now, so I've been following the same thing. So it's quite easy for me to, you know, keep that routine.
I love what you said, because when you make it a lifestyle, if your lifestyle is consistently full of good stuff, then you don't need to follow any diet.
Exactly.
You are yourself, you are following the wisdom of your ancestors.
Right.
And I mean, you are one of the luckiest people. You like grow your own food and eat it and make it. That's beautiful. Yeah.
It is such a great feeling when you know, grow something and when you start cooking it. I mean, that's one of my thing. My next thing is that I want to, you know, motivate people to, you know, grow their own food, and you know, have that feeling, you know, pick that fresh vegetables and, you know, cook it. Someday I would like to start something about it, you know, like, well, I can invite some people and, you know, like teach them like how to garden and how to cook all those ingredients that you grow on your own and stuff like that. So yeah, that's on my bucket list.
I would love that. I would be so,
Yeah.
I would be first one to jump on that, because I love the idea of gardening, but I'm so bad at it. So I need to learn that.
Yeah, I think for me it was kind of always there because of the fact that I grew up in a farming family. So you know, for most of the people it's not there, but I think one can develop the interest for gardening as well, because once you learn just a little bit of it, you kind of, you know, start feeling that amazing you know, feeling that comes when you start growing your own vegetables or fruits or anything that you think of. I personally feel that one should not change any, you know, or should not keep on changing diet unnecessarily. You know, just because someone is following, you don't have to follow that. That's what I believe. So yeah, so Bela, we talked about you know, physical fitness so far, and it was amazing to learn many things from you. But I think mental fitness is equally important, right? And so my question is, how do you stay away from like daily stress, anxiety, or depression? You know, because many of us are going through tough time, and it is really hard to focus on something that you want to achieve. So how do you keep yourself going?
Yes, you made a very good point that before even it was very important to have good mental health and emotional health, but now it's more than ever important to be talking about that. And that's why I love this yoga, Zumba, because any fitness related activity you do, you release those dopamine, right? You release those happy hormones. So your stress is half already there. And then it comes to other ways of taking care of yourself. I love doing pranayama, just breathing exercises. Anulom vilom or nadi shodhanam. It's very effective because it balances our right and left brain, and it helps you with the emotions. Also, it also opens up your channels, your energy channels in your body, and bring balance into it. So it's very good way of combating stress. I also love essential oils because they are like extracted right from the plants. So nature is coming to us in the home. Whenever we see anything in nature, we smell anything in nature, automatically our brain gets the signal. Whenever those smelling molecules goes into our nose and into limbic system, we feel so happy right away. So those are the stress relieving component, and when we bring them in with us into the essential oils, you can just, it's like having nature with you and getting those amazing chemicals into your brain, into your nose, and getting those good natural reaction to it and getting positive feelings out of it. So I love doing all these things. But smiling more is the best thing. Just smile for without any reason.
True, actually.
Yeah. And it's going to help us just forget about everything. And playing with little kids, I love to play with my little one. It's just, I enjoy it so much. So yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice thing to know. Like, you know, for me, even whenever I feel like, because I do all sorts of things throughout the day. You know, taking care of family, taking care of boys, cooking, at the same time following your own passion. Like in my case, I am so crazy about, you know, sharing my food journey. So you know, it is kind of easier to, you know, get stressed, though you are in your center. Sometimes it's still, you know, it kind of you kind of get tired, and the moment you get tired, all kinds of, you know, stress and anxiety starts coming in and stuff like that. So anytime I feel that, okay, now my body is telling me to, you know, move away from that thing, so I just come into my room and, you know, turn on that you know, aromatherapy diffuser, and, you know, I start feeling, so, you know, that aroma, and so it calms my mind, and then I start focusing on my breathing. So that's the second thing I do. And so yes, a deep breath, that's something that, you know, if you just deep breath when you are out of control, I think it just brings that relief instantly, you know. So yeah, that's kind of something that I always tell my boys, even take a deep breath, you know.
You are already a yoga teacher.
Yeah, because, you know, like then the generation that we are dealing with, it's kind of really hard them to teach. Anytime we start talking about these things like yoga, and so they kind of think that yoga is kind of religion, you know. But it is really hard to explain them, okay, well, this is not a religion, it's a lifestyle. So I always tell my boys, okay, chill, take a deep breath, and, you know, start again. So, you know, you need to reset yourself, you know, just take a deep breath and reset yourself. So that's kind of thing that I always follow for myself.
That's a perfect.
So yeah. So Bela, you have a YouTube channel. Tell us about your YouTube channel.
So my YouTube channel is all about sharing my weight loss journey, my wellness journey. I try different things. I try fasting sometimes. I try drinking smoothies, smoothie greens, and I do also share about the science behind essential oils, because I'm a science person. I love talking about it so much, and all the wellness mommy things. So when I initially started sharing about essential oils, my friends and family started asking me questions that how do you do this, how do you do that. So they're like, send me a video, record yourself, and that's how it started. And then I started putting it on YouTube, and I got like, okay, maybe I need to share this now, because I started seeing that people are finding things valuable. So I started sharing more, and that's what it's all about. It's all about inspiring and telling other women and moms, especially out there, that they are not alone in this journey, and we are all in this together, and we can help each other, and we can be useful by sharing our little things that help us, that might help somebody else too. So that's the whole thing about YouTube.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. It was a very nice talking to you, Bela, today, and I'm sure many people will learn a lot from this episode. And if they want to learn more about you, they can, of course, follow your YouTube channel as well. And so I found out that you did like a Zoom class for that group on Facebook, the World of Women, and I was totally impressed with your Zumba session. And I think that you are perfect for teaching online, through Zoom. If anyone is interested in learning like this Zumba or yoga. So tell us about your experience with Zoom teaching.
It's different than in person. I love in person way more than anything else, but let's just face it, we are in 2021. It may not be happening very soon and very easily. So but I love Zoom because that way you can connect with people who are so away from you, and you can see them too, and they can see you, and it's more interactive. I love to get people's input. I love to hear them scream with joy whenever they're dancing. It's just so much fun getting that input. So I actually enjoy Zoom sessions a lot, and I'm planning to do more regular yoga and Zumba, both classes, on very much regular basis on Zoom. So I'm planning on that, and I'll be rolling it out soon. But I'll give you the information about my email address and everything, so you can share.
Yep, that would be fun to learn Zumba and yoga again now, because now you are a certified yoga instructor. That's amazing. And so once you learn the headstand, just consider me the next one.
Sure.
So I really want to and I hope to collaborate again with you probably someday, and we can probably do yoga together. That would be a fun moment. I mean, I would personally love to enjoy like in person, but looking at the situation, I don't know when that will happen. So let's just do over the Zoom and see how that goes. So yeah, I would really love to join with you on Zoom as well. So Bela, it was an amazing talk today with you about fitness, about Zumba, yoga, diet. Oh my god, that was like very, very intense, I think. I mean, it wasn't really that intense, but I think it was like enough to start somewhere and learn few things. So yeah, I'm really thankful to you that you came on this episode, and hope to see you again. Do you have any questions for me?
I have so many questions for you. You have to give me like hours of time, because you are so inspiring. I admire you so much. I've been following you for years. Your recipes, they are the coolest. Like you said, you go after the simple ingredients. You don't go into the chemicals and stuff, and you are like being true to yourself and natural. That I absolutely admire that about you, and I love all the videos and all the cool stuff, gardening, yoga. You are so inspiring. I just want to say that, and not to just me, but so many women around the globe. So thank you so much, and keep inspiring us like this. And I'm looking forward to hearing other women's story, but I think one day I'll have to interview you to know everything about you, because I want to know so much.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yes, okay, yeah. So if you have so many questions, we will keep that for later, so yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
Alright friends, so that was an amazing moment with Dr. Bela Soni. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I highly recommend to subscribe to this channel for many upcoming episodes about food, about people, and more. Thanks for watching and see you soon.